Go for liftoff in T-minus 30.
Thanks for getting vaccinated. Yeah, it's a pandemic. It gets us over.
Yeah.
No, you think so? Oh, he's against what we're here for.
And what are you here for?
I am here because I stand on the Constitution and for liberty. And I believe that the idea of mandating or forcing people to take a vaccine that they do not believe is safe for them is constitutional or just. You're clearly a leftist and you only came here to try and stir people up. Walking around with your fake veteran status. I mean, you're perfectly free to be here, but I'm perfectly free to make sure you don't...
I'm not being intimidated by you. I'm just done with that shit.
You mean people who are speaking their mind? I'm not trying to intimidate you. I'm just trying to make sure you don't harass anybody.
Oh. So you're
With
a sheriff and
No, I'm a citizen.
well, good for you.
Right. I mean, you bought into the Marxist lies. There's no way in the world that a constitutionally minded veteran would be out here standing for what you're standing for with your white lies matter face mask. Do you believe that white people are oppressors? You believe that every white person is a racist? Because that's what you're saying. Are all whites racist? Are all white people racist?
Little white lies add up to big black lies. You get it now? You get it? Connect the dots? Can you connect the dots?
So white people are liars? Does that include you?
There's little white lies being said all the time.
Does that include you?
A little white lie, a big lie.
Are you a liar then? I mean, with your white lies matter face mask, does that mean that's a lie? That's a lie, right? So then white lies, right? See, the problem is you're not used to somebody who can civilly interact with you. You're not used to people who are able to intervene on the behalf of others. You walk around getting nods because people aren't paying real attention to you. The issue is you're a Marxist shill. And you're not a veteran. There's no way in the world I believe you're a veteran. Who'd you serve with then? Who'd you serve with? If you're a vet, who did you serve with? If you're a vet, who did you serve with? You should have the guts to be able to say it. I was with the 82nd Airborne Division. Who'd you serve with if you're a vet? Who'd you serve with?
With the U.S. Army Air Defense in Germany. Thank you very much. Have a good day. I had a top secret clearance. I'm done talking to you.
What's your top secret clearance have to do with anything?
I've got a little bit more weight than you.
Oh, you definitely have a lot more weight than I do. But I guarantee you didn't have a higher security clearance than I did. Why would you come to an event like this? Why?
Don't get all upset. I'm not texting anybody.
I'm not worried. You can text whoever you want. I'm not afraid. So I'm just curious what would bring you here.
You're curious about a lot of things. About a lot of wrong things.
Like what? What am I wrong about? What am I wrong about? You have no idea. I haven't shared anything with you other than to say I believe that you shouldn't mandate masks. So what am I wrong about? You believe that people should be forced at the threat of the loss of their liberty and the loss of their pursuit of happiness and life, they should be forced to take a vaccine that has not been tested for safety? You believe that? As a veteran, that should disgust you. You stood on the Constitution. You said you're a vet, and then you're standing out here with your U.S. Army veteran little sign saying that you believe that all of these people should be forced to take a vaccine. Do you believe that? Do you believe that every one of these people should be forced to take a vaccine against their will? Do you believe that? As a veteran? Because if you do, that's disgusting. You took an oath as a veteran, again, your own statement that you're a vet. You took an oath saying that you would protect and defend the United States Republic and the Constitution, and you're over here walking around with the clear opinion that we should be forced to take a vaccine against our will. That's disgusting. That's a violation of the oath that you took. So, what's your point? Why are you shooting video of me? No reasonable, intellectual, and logical veteran would take that position. Do you believe every one of these people, every one of these children should be forcibly vaccinated? Because that's what they're fighting against. They're fighting against the state telling them they have to do it, and they're fighting against the idea of a school district telling their kids they have to be vaccinated, and they're fighting the idea that their employer should be able to mandate it. And you're out here walking around, I'm a veteran, as if that gives you some sort of clearance or some sort of authority. I'm a veteran, does that make me right? So why can't you answer those questions? I'm not attacking you, I'm not being hostile, I'm asking you honest questions. But this is what I run into with every pro-authoritarian, every pro-Marxist out there, that they can't answer direct questions when they're asked them. You can walk around in your clown get-up with a statement on your mask that says white lives matter, which shows you've bought into being woke, claim to be a vet, and then you're out here advocating that every one of these people should be forcibly vaccinated. Right? Isn't that it? You think all of these people should be vaccinated against their will, correct? Do you think it should be mandatory? Should it be mandatory? Sir, every one of these people should be forced to get the vaccine. How many, we got a couple thousand people out here? You think all of these people are all idiots and they should all be vaccinated against their will? That doesn't make you a proud veteran, that makes you a coward. You should be standing out here advocating for the freedom of these people to say no. But you're not. You came out here not expecting anybody to interact with you, hoping that people would somehow see your stuff and think that you made a point. You didn't make a point. All you've proven is that you're part of the problem. You're part of the problem. This cradle-to-grave mentality that somehow we're supposed to be protected by the government, which isn't what we're supposed to do. The government's job is not to protect us. The government's job is to get out of our way. And you're over here, I'm a veteran. No true veteran would be advocating what you're advocating here today. None. No true veteran would. You don't support them. You don't support them. I guarantee you, you're against what they stand for. I guarantee you're against what they stand for. Every single one of those guys, I guarantee you, you'd advocate for them losing their jobs. I guarantee you, you're for defunding law enforcement. And look at you trying to point at them, to point to me, to try to get them to run me off like I'm the problem.
Are you guys in line?
No.
Is this the end of the line?
No. He's not in line. No real vet would advocate for the things you're advocating for. You should be ashamed. You should be ashamed. Walking around with U.S. Army veteran and white lives matter and black lives matter. Let me ask, do any lives matter besides black lives? Do any lives besides black lives matter? Or only black? What is it? Do other lives besides black lives matter? Or do you wear that because maybe you're the racist? Are you a racist? You're a racist, aren't you? You are a closet racist, aren't you? You think that wearing that MLK shirt and you think that wearing that face mask that says white lives matter and black lives matter, you think that wearing that somehow shields you from the reality that you are the one who's actually guilty of racism while you walk around and accuse every other person of being a racist. You're a closeted racist, aren't you? That's why you do that. You've got the guilt inside of you. You feel guilty, and so you're going to express that. You're going to forcibly put that out on everybody else. What was your point in coming down here today? You said you couldn't stomach listening to any more of this, so what's your point in being here? I mean, there again, I defend your right to be here, but what's your point? What's your point in being here today? What message are you trying to send? What's your point?
Those who don't have a message often don't speak.
Oh, trust me, I'm well aware. Did you hear that? So let me ask this question. It's Mr. Barkley that he just announced that's from Liberia. Does his life matter? It's an African-American man who came here legally from Liberia, who's out here for freedom. He's out here for liberty, but maybe his life doesn't matter because he doesn't take the right position. Is that it? So you won't answer any of these questions because you don't have any answers, because intellectually, philosophically, and worldview-wise, you don't know how to answer the questions. You parrot everything, and when there's nobody here feeding you your answers, you don't know how to answer. That's why you won't interact. That's why you walked away. You walked away once I noticed and started following you to make sure that you weren't harassing people or doing anything else. You walked away because you can't handle pressure. And then you try to get the cops to come run me off. What's that all about? And then I guarantee you would protest law enforcement. You don't have answers. You should probably have somebody with like an earpiece telling you what you should say, or a script or something for your talking points. Should not call yourself a veteran, because a true veteran wouldn't be doing what you're doing.